Right. How you going, Energizer Bunny?
Top of the world.
Top of the world? What's happening?
Oh well, we've been here and everywhere. We went back down to our other property yesterday, trucked out cattle at daylight this morning, and I've come home. I bought a truck home this morning and back in my office and ready to catch up on everything. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. I tell you what, I actually got energy from you in Susie's expo last week. I was like drawing the energy from Carlia because I'm like, I'm so friggin' tired. In the background, I was helping Susie and I was like doing everything
Yeah.
while she was doing a heap of stuff. And I'm like, I just need a bit of Energizer Bunny energy right now. So I'm like, I'm definitely gonna log on to all of Carlia's lives.
Oh,
I
that's
don't care
brilliant.
how
Yeah.
fast you walk, but I want it.
Oh, that's excellent.
Good. So how's everything going? Because I know like a few, well, we all know a few weeks ago you were down.
Yeah.
Seems like you've kind of turned that around now.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yep, no, absolutely. I pulled myself out of that, and got back into the flow, got back to my like more of my own niche. And yeah, we've been going along really, really well. Yeah,
Yeah,
brilliantly. Yeah, yeah.
awesome. So do we want to talk a little bit about how you did that to maybe help others or?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to sort of, I guess, share it. Yeah, yeah. And I think, yeah, so I'll start at the start. I sort of fell into it because I wanted to move away from the physical work of millinery creations and move into more streamlined, time-friendly sort of work. And so I wanted to bring to people the opportunity that I'd had through millinery creations through the online, in the online space, online expos, these sorts of things. And I wanted to turn it into a passive, more of a passive system. And so when we went into it, it was all going along cruising. And then I sort of got forced into areas that I wasn't like, yeah, areas I was familiar with, but not confident enough. And it wasn't really my niche and it wasn't what I had in my mind. And so I sort of got, you sort of get pushed into different directions that you don't exactly choose. But ultimately, I didn't stand up for myself because I thought, yep, no worries. I'll use this as a lesson, like I'll embrace this. It'll make me a better person. Let's push through. And so I pushed through. I kept pushing, 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 and eventually I broke. And I said, I was done. I said, I'm not doing this anymore. It doesn't align with me. And I went through the whole thing, and yeah, I got to the point where I simply didn't care what others thought of me, because ultimately I'm the one who has to live with myself. And that's yeah. And so once I drew that line and said, no, this is my niche, this is my target, this is what my dreams are, what my ambitions are, and brought it back to my own base. That's when I could fall back into rhythm, and it's just been uphill ever since then. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
And I totally get that, Carly, because um, I had the same thing happen last week. Literally,
Yeah, right.
it
Yeah.
could have happened. I almost made the decision,
Yeah.
but I didn't because I felt forced into doing something that I didn't want to do. And I have a feeling you know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
But
do now. Yes.
yeah, but I actually chose not to do it. I chose to stick up for myself, and the same thing. It was like, no, it doesn't align with my values really. Um,
Yeah.
Fantastic opportunity, but it just didn't sit right. And I said
Mm.
no to this person, and I'm so glad I did because how do I put this nicely? They haven't really responded to
Mm.
my message of
Yeah.
saying no.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with that. I'm like, you know
And
what?
you're at peace with it. Yeah.
I'm very at peace with it. I'm very at peace.
Yeah.
So well done you. Well done you.
Yeah. And
And
same for you. Yeah. And this is the lessons that we learn. So we've got these steps to fall back on, I guess, like each experience we go through makes us, be able to rise up and then to get to where you've just got through, where you can say no, where you can be at peace with saying no and not sort of judge yourself on that front. Yeah.
yeah, it's cool. It's
Mm.
awesome. So how's your expo going? Because I noticed that, you're making a few changes to
Yes,
your
yeah. So bringing more and more in, and I think this is what's changed too, is that since I took it on to be myself, I've had to regroup and rethink and bring it back to what I originally had in my mind. Like I think I'd forgotten a lot about what I wanted to do, and so slowly but surely, these little thoughts that I had back then are coming back. So we're bringing everything back in. It's been slow, of course, the last sort of 2 weeks because I haven't been in my office at all, and so without me being here, to push it's sort of been falling backwards. But anyway, moving forward from now, we've finished everything, so we're going to be back full swing. As of well today to tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Awesome, Carl. I'm so friggin' proud of you, mate. I am. I know I keep promising, but I really am truly, truly, truly going to be part of your expo. I am. And I know it's coming
Yeah.
up soon, so it's in my mind. Don't worry.
Yeah. No, no, this is it. No, there's always plenty of time, isn't there?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no. Yeah. Yep. And
So,
then I've got a new venture that I committed to would be 2 weeks, no, 3 weeks ago.
oh,
Yeah. So
God.
another one again. This is like another passive, which will ultimately a passive income stream. Running it under the banner of Everyday Profits with me, like being more of a personal brand, but still sort of under the Everyday Profits business.
Wow.
And it is a direct selling, like a direct selling business, but like high ticket. And so I'm launching that. I was supposed to launch it before this, but anyway, it hasn't happened. But the team has recommended that I launch it tomorrow night. So that's what I'm working on at the moment. So watch this
Can you
space.
tell us what it is? Can you tell us what it is or not?
Yeah, I can tell you, I'm an open book, as you know. So I've been watching
Oh,
this friend, watching a friend of mine for probably 15 months or something. She's been in it for 15 months, and the company it is with a Nagic, which is which is like water filtration machines.
oh, yes.
And
Yep.
the group that I'm in is focused more on a rural base, like helping country women, create another income, blah blah blah. But when I've sort of been watching and watching, and when I had Middle Recreations, I told her that I couldn't put my heart and soul into it because I was so consumed by everything else. And so I
Mm.
finally wound that back enough and sort of found my feet again. And that's when I got back under it and committed to it, because I can see like the long-term ambitions that are there. Um, of the passive income, that if you're consistent and persistent in building it up to a certain stage, you get legacy income, which is just passive for the rest of your life. And so this is what I want to do, is build it up, and then ultimately it's also another way for me to create new opportunities for others who are looking for something else to bring into their own lives, like people who are sort of feeling that bit of emptiness. It's just about opening new opportunities for everybody with me leading it. So that's sort of what we're moving into,
What
or
I
what
love
we're
about
adding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and sorry, what I love about that is that you said you could focus on the rural stuff as well. So it's really like passionate
Yeah.
around what you do. So it's
It
not
is.
hard
Yeah.
for you to
Yeah.
share, you
Yeah.
know?
That's it. Yeah. And like when I signed up to it, I made sure to tick all my boxes. I'm like, because of the collective, like the community that I'm in, of course, that's the rural side. And I said, well, look, I said, like I have, a significant following that aren't rural based as well. And they're like, yeah, bring them on board as well. So it's not just, I'm not sort of crossing one off, to favor the other. It's just sort of, it's just like bringing new opportunities to the market. So yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. That's so cool. So, okay, so we're here it's a coaching session. Do you want or would
Yeah.
you like coaching? Do you have any questions? Anything that you would like
Um,
coaching?
yeah, I didn't actually come with anything. I was just coming just for the session. Yeah. I really was just
There we
jumping
go.
in, just a sense of community really. So I mean, I'm cruising, like I'm really happy with everything that we're doing, everything that we've got going on at the moment. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's lovely, girl, lovely. I'm just hoping that, I'm hoping that others will come. We've put it up in the group.
Yeah.
Just let me just check. I know Parmay's put it up because she's friggin' brilliant. um, and I know she's tagged everyone. Uh, yeah, because I don't come to hang on, sorry. I don't come to these sessions with anything planned because literally I want you guys
Mm,
to like come with what your questions and etc.
mm,
are. So
absolutely.
let's do this. Let's tag at everyone. There we go. And see if other people will join us. Boom. I
Yeah.
heard the background in you. Oh, yeah, that was cool. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love it, Carlia. That's what I love about you. And you know what I noticed the other day, in Susie's thing, and it just sits so well with me the way you say at the end of every live, you say, "Keep living the dream." I'm like, because that's Carlia. That's what you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah. And I keep saying that not only, to sort of be an inspiration to others, but to keep reminding myself, I'm living my own dream. I'm not living anybody else's dream. It is my own. And this is what I'm doing. And it takes a lot of courage to push back, like comments and thoughts and feelings from others, but it takes a lot of courage to keep saying no. Let's live our own dream, our own ways. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Live the dream. Live your own dream. Um,
Yeah.
that's so. I don't know. Oh,
Write your
here's
own
Dino.
story.
Dino saw. He's coming in. That's cool. Let's let him in. No, I'm so proud of you, girl. I think that's you just blowing my mind with what's happening and with what you're doing. I think it's so cool. Hello, Dean. How's our flavorista man? How's what our flavorista man going? What's happening in your business, mister?
Uh, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. No, I've just come off boot camp with a guy with talking about AI. So I've just done a
Oh,
boot camp
nice.
this morning. Doing a 4-day boot camp, so it's really interesting.
Awesome. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
really into the
You
AI, aren't you?
you
I love
you
that.
got you got some AI in your tech school, haven't you?
We have. We've got one that Susie did, but let me just say, you guys would have seen Alexi.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I'm getting in contact with that chick.
yeah.
Because I want her to do something for the tech school too, because what she did, and I haven't watched it. I kind of watched it in the background because I was helping Susie, but I've saved her tutorials because I'm like, man, I gotta go watch those things. Because even what she was putting in the expo itself, I'm like, that's good
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
definitely
full on.
was.
Oh, and and I want to sit back and because you guys know that I'm not like I mean I know a little bit about AI. I don't pretend to know everything. I,
Mm.
I barely know anything. Let's be honest. But but I'm willing. But I want to learn. And mate, I reckon that I just have a really good feeling about Alexi
Yeah, she's an
coming in.
amazing person. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's relatable too. Yeah,
Yeah.
she is very
Yeah.
relatable. That's right. Yeah, you know
Yeah,
her.
so Alexi, yeah, she is a connection of mine, and that's how she come to Susie's. I've known Alexi for a little, like just socially, like I don't know her personally. And we actually connected over crypto. That's both our passions, and so we've had very very long deep conversations about what we hold and what we do. And so yeah, so she was at my expo in March, and that's when she connected with Susie because Susie was saying join my expo, and that's where she's come into Susie's expo. Yeah,
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 and I'm trying
yeah.
to
No,
get it
she's a
coming
beautiful
mine as
person.
well. It's like,
Good
come on,
stuff.
Alexi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, she is an amazing lady. Yeah.
but isn't that proof in the pudding, right? How these expos work, man.
It is.
yeah.
Connections. Yep. Joining the dots. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. So how are you? What's happening in your besides doing the AI? What's happening in your business in itself, Dean?
Well, during Susie's Expo, I actually got 3 new team members.
Yay!
Yeah, the extra exposure, and I got 3 new team members join me in those 3 days.
That is cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
hang on. Wait,
Re-
can I do my little celebration thing? No, I can't. There it is. Wait,
Hey,
celebration. I'll learn the Zoom update. No, that's really good, Dean. Wow. And
yeah,
were they brand new connections of yours?
yes, yes,
Awesome.
absolutely brand new. And
Wow.
it's quite ironic. They were two of the ladies are in Queensland, very very close to where I used to live in the same area.
Oh,
So
serious.
two more girls in Queensland. So it's really interesting. So,
Oh,
and it's just converting them now from home shoppers to becoming business owners, and that's
right. Yeah.
the next stage that I need to get them at. I'll find out what their why is, and then work on that why, and then see if they want to become business builders and build their own teams. This is the thing. So it's step by step, but they're in it at the moment. So I just got to nurture them in the early stages and bring them along slowly and get them just to purchase a couple of items, get it, talk about them, spread the word to their family and friends, and get them excited about what they're doing. So yeah.
Love it, Dino. Yeah, and that's the thing too. So they've all joined as home shoppers initially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One
cool.
actually, one actually bought a $49 kit. Didn't have to buy the kit, but she purchased a kit. So that's encouraging. She's very keen. So
That is encouraging because I know with the $49 kit you get all the paperwork too. Is that right from memory?
yeah, you even when you're joining free, you'll get notification from the company. You'll get a joining kit, a free kit,
Yes.
just explaining the process and how things operate. My role as a leader is that I have got to invite them to all the appropriate pages, recipe pages, the consultants hub page, and things like that. So we, all help each other out. So, and I'm just posting constantly in my team page that welcoming new people and things like that. So it's been really good.
Oh, I'm so proud of you, Dino. That's awesome.
Brilliant.
So, have you come today with any questions or anything that you would like to be coached on specifically in HSBA?
No, not at this stage, actually. My mind's, I'm doing the octopus arms in my head, like kind of thing. So I've got a lot of things happening at the moment. So yeah, I'm
How's
hosting the
that
biggest,
going?
I'm hosting the biggest morning tea here in Wollongong as well. So for the Cancer Council, so I'm organising that as well. So
Lovely. When's that again? I've done that. It's huge.
yeah, I'm doing it on the Wednesday, the 22nd.
Oh, that's awesome, Dino. Well done, mate. I hosted the biggest morning tea back when I was working at the school, and I made it absolutely huge, and we were so successful. It was a lot of
Well,
fun.
I've been putting out the notifications at our local community centre where I'm the vice president at the moment, and I put notifications out, and we had 128 for lunch yesterday,
Wow.
and I got on the mic and we put the posters up and telling people about it, promoting it, QR coding everything. You probably can't see that. Yeah, it's on the QR code for the donations, and as you'd know that anyway. Yeah. So, but
Beautiful.
it's good.
Awesome. You did mention octopus arms. Um, my concern is that are you uh over promising yourself and overworking yourself?
I believe so. I take too much on at once, and then I get overwhelmed of it. So I've got to
Yeah.
learn to tear it back a bit and relax and relax into it rather than take too much on. Yeah.
Mm. And interesting because Carly and I were just talking about doing things that were aligning with our values, and I did mention that I had an opportunity. I was presented with an opportunity last week, and it was a brilliant opportunity, but it wasn't something that aligned with me. And I actually find it hard to say no to things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do because I think in business too, Dean, we want to be involved in so many things to be able to get our
Yeah.
name out. And when people come to us with initiatives, and let's call it a space, but it's something I was getting offered um, as a contra deal, right?
Mhm.
But my thought was I didn't want to be forced into something that doesn't align with my values. I didn't want to be forced into something that I wouldn't have looked at initially. And so, as hard as it was, I actually had to
Yeah.
say no. There was this little moment where I went, "Oh, that'd be really good for my business," and then I went, "Yeah, no."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
want
I
to,
think I think I'm doing the same thing. Yeah. I'll take on too much at one
Mhm.
time.
yeah, take it. So that's what I want to say. Think about what you are taking on, and think about what is it aligning with your business values? Is it something that I love, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't do the biggest morning tea, because I like, that's huge, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, after that, think about what you're taking on. Is it really, really necessary to help you build and grow your business?
Yeah. Is it beneficial to my business? Yeah.
Beneficial to your business, beneficial to your life, beneficial to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So what's something, if you're open to sharing, what's something that you think you could give up to help with those, to help take away those octopus arms and that stress?
Uh, I think journaling. I've got to start journaling and writing everything down. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and something like that. Yeah, just Carly agrees because she's journals every day at breakfast, don't you? Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I've got to start doing that. Yeah,
So yeah, while you're journaling, start writing down all the things that you're doing, because that will, it's a brain,
yeah,
like I do it too, it just helps your brain dump, you know.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, write everything down that you're involved in, and then
yeah. I'm looking to the side here at my calendar for the week, and it's just I've got something on every day. There's appointments, and boot camp and all these things that all are happening at once. So I'm juggling. I'm jumping from one thing to the other. Like tomorrow I've got a boot camp at 10 o'clock again. Then I've got a masterclass with a LinkedIn masterclass at 4 o'clock, and these kind of things. Because that's one thing that I really wanted to talk to you personally about the LinkedIn and what's the best way to use LinkedIn as well. That's another area I need to look at because
yeah,
it's a platform it's a platform I've been in for a while, but I'm getting reviews. A lot of people check my profile out, but I'm not getting anything from it as such. I don't know how to use LinkedIn as a platform.
yeah, and something I'm learning too, Dino, is that, and I think for LinkedIn, you have to think of it as business, as Facebook in a business suit, right? That's
Uh-huh.
literally what it is. It's very difficult. It's, what am I want to say? It's a lot more difficult to get clients from LinkedIn if you're not be business to business. Okay. So I would actually suggest using LinkedIn for the business opportunity of Flavorista rather than focusing on the home shoppers or the
Yeah,
product.
the product sales. Yeah, yeah. So
Products
as a
going to stand out.
yeah, yeah. Look at it as an opportunity to promote the business rather than the products. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what I think, from memory, that I said that to you, Carly, when you were doing Miller Nowhere Creations as well, was focus on, because you were doing wholesale. That was a
Yeah.
while ago, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
It was.
But yeah, so, and like, because I'm finding, for me personally, I mean, it's a little bit easier for me because I'm business. Oh, well, I'm business consumer, but I'm business to business as well.
Yeah.
So with LinkedIn, for me, I'm focusing on the people who are employed but want to run a business, or they're employed but they have a business and they want to build it, right? So
Yeah.
that's because you'll see two different people on LinkedIn. You'll see people who are putting up their CV, like using LinkedIn as a CV, as a social media, resume, or
Yeah.
you'll see
Yeah.
business owners such as us. So it's a very, what I'm learning about LinkedIn is it's very versatile, but you have to be really focused on who you're targeting when you do it.
Yeah.
And have you watched that training from I'm trying to think of her name, Julie Mason, that we have now in the tech school?
No, I'll do that. I'm writing it down. Julie.
Yeah, Julie Mason. So she did a training a couple of months ago now on LinkedIn. And it was brilliant. It was really, really good information and it was how to set up your profile properly. She's been
Yeah.
doing 14 years. So it's how to set up your profile properly, but also how to search for the target market, the target audience that you want to put yourself in front of. So
Yeah.
for you in particular, when you start focusing, like, and I know you've changed up your target market a little bit, which is awesome. And so, okay, here's some questions for you. So who's your target market in regards to selling the products?
Well, my niche is busy mums at home.
Right.
The busy
cool.
mum. The busy mums and those who've lost confidence in the kitchens, I'm focusing on too. People
Perfect.
who aren't comfortable and they needed some guidance, some help. But as far as the LinkedIn would go, I'd be looking at people looking at the business perspective and making them, start their own business with the company. Yeah.
Mm. And you could, and so what I want to challenge you is how can you translate that? So you can still target busy mums because there are going to be busy mums who work on LinkedIn. There are going to be busy mums who run their own business on LinkedIn. There are going to be busy mums who are looking for jobs on LinkedIn. So
Right.
how
Yeah.
can you translate that into a specific target niche in LinkedIn? It's going to be similar but slightly different. Does that make sense?
Yeah. What I'll do is after this call today, I'll go back into a tech school and look up Julie's training and do that this afternoon. I'm writing into my diary as we speak.
Now,
I'll get it in before 4 o'clock.
Dean,
Yes.
Dean. You've just told me that you're overwhelmed with stuff, and and as much as I appreciate that you're going to go and watch this, is that giving yourself too much to do today? Because as you're saying that, I'm feeling stressed for you.
Oh yes, all right. I'll probably slot it in to another day. Not today because I've got enough on today.
Thank you.
I've got 3 or 4 tasks in, but I'll pop it in this week's diary somewhere and get it done.
Dean. I was God, I love you. You're awesome. You're so good. I'm It's so funny. I want to take the overwhelm away from you. I really, really want you to go watch the HSBA training, but I want to take the overwhelm away from you, not give you more. So, this is where I think that for you again, you need to sit back and have a look. And the journaling is going to help, but it's also just analyzing, okay, what have I actually got in my diary? What is really going to be beneficial to my business?
Yeah, exactly.
And something that I'm seeing with you now, I'm just going to call it, you've got a bit of shiny object syndrome happening, mate.
Yeah. Can you elaborate? Can you elaborate on to actually? Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you. So you've already told us that you're doing an AI challenge, and this isn't the first one. And I know you're into AI, so you're doing an AI challenge. You're doing a LinkedIn challenge. Now, are these like free things that, like things that ads or something that you've seen on Facebook or whatever, and you've gone, oh, that looks interesting, I'll sign up for it?
No, with the boot camp, it's Jeff Ross from Tasmania. He's the AI guy. I'm actually part of his team. I'm
Good.
I'm a member with him, so I work with him on one basis and within the group as well. So yeah, and these challenges have been free ones so far, but he's indicating this morning that the next few challenges that are coming out will be paid versions only.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, he's given away information now and how to work with AI and the prompting and everything. So he's saying, right, enough's enough. It's about time I started charging, and he's going to start charging. So I probably
Absolutely.
won't take it on as many, but I'm actually, because I'm a member of his laptop lifestyle dads Facebook group, I can go back. I paid a small amount to go back and get copies of reviews and things like that, so I can actually miss a whole week. I can take a week off then go back into the group and I got access to past trainings, so I can do them at leisure. Yeah, because I'm a paid member.
Okay, great. And this is where I'm coming. This is where, so shiny object syndrome, this is what I believe it is. And everyone's got their own interpretation of it. My shiny object syndrome, because I suffer from it, is like, oh, that's a good free challenge. Oh, I might just join that. And then I never do anything with it. Or like you, it's like, oh, I've got to get up at 5 a.m. every morning. And I recently did this. So I've got to get up at 5 a.m. every morning to watch an hour's challenge because it's a free challenge. And I should, like, you think, let's call a spade a spade. I should know better than that because I know in a free challenge, yes, you're going to get some information, but you're not going to get the deep information you need unless you pay for it. So the whole idea of that free challenge is to sign you up for something. So
yeah, exactly.
And I'll get to the end of the challenge, and a shiny object syndrome for me is like, oh, I really need that, and I get sucked in, and I sucked into
I can relate. Yeah,
right, and I sucked into the sales thing. So now I've learned to be really, again, and this is the theme today, obviously, really analytical about what I do and what I don't join. This particular, and I dead set this, and it was and I won't mention the person's name. It was someone in America, and it was a speaker's challenge, right? And I joined it, and it was someone in America. And I would have had to get up at 5 a.m. every morning. I could barely get out of bed at 6:30, guys. I wanted to get up at 5 a.m. for, right? And to do this challenge, which really, and I ended up watching the replays, which were great. The other thing was a lot of these challenges, and I do this, right? I do this in my challenges. You provide they give you a competition. If you follow all the steps, if you do all the steps, if you get an opportunity to win a free access to my course, great.
Yeah.
So again, I was sitting back and I was analysing this. I thankfully I did put my analytical mind in. The information she shared was brilliant, right? It wasn't really anything that I didn't already know, not to toot my own horn, but it really wasn't. And I got to and I sat back by the third day and I went and I was trying to scramble to get all the stuff done so I could win her prize. And in the end, I just went, I don't have time in this, mate. It's taken too much time out of my business for something that I'm not going to sign up for in the first place.
Yeah,
I know I'm not
exactly.
going to sign up for this. So in the end, I knew that she said the replays were available for a few days. So I went, you know what? Great. Replays are available. So I'm enjoying the information that she's sharing. It's reiterating and it's reminding me of a lot of stuff. So I'm going to put that challenge aside. I'm not going to get up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to rewatch the replays on the weekend. And I did. And it was great. And I didn't end up signing up because it didn't align with me anyway. So I made the right decision. So for you, Dean, I just want you to really start getting really analytical as to, when you see these new things popping up, right?
Yeah.
For instance, and you said you're doing this LinkedIn, what's the LinkedIn thing? Is that like a free thing as well?
It is a free, masterclass, LinkedIn masterclass. But what I might do is I'm not committed to that. What I might do is delete that from my calendar today. Well, it's actually tomorrow. No, tomorrow's at 4:00. I'll delete that and I will do the Julie's one in LinkedIn in your tech school instead. Because what's the point of having these both available? Like I don't really need that LinkedIn class. I'll go and do Julie's in the tech school instead.
Exactly. And that was, you proved my point for me, mate.
Yeah. That's another thing.
Okay, we will rectify that. I thought that was in the tech school. It should be in there. Okay, we'll have a look into that. We'll make sure it's in there for you because we should.
No worries.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Parme. We appreciate that. Parme, can you please make a note and pop it in my diary or pop it in Slack for me to check that straight after this, darling? Thank you. Because, but yeah, you were saying, that's right, Dean. You actually said what I was going to suggest to you is like, why would you go and do that shiny object when you've already
Yeah,
paid for something here, right?
yeah, that's
And
right. Yeah,
yeah, or, and in whatever, like again, say if you've got this AI guy that you're already working with. So if you were to see another AI membership and go, oh, I'll sign up, like I'll join up for that free webinar or whatever it is, why would you
yeah,
do that when you're already working
exactly.
with that AI?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just taking all that, taking the stuff that you don't need out of,
Away
your
out of your daily schedule. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
and think
agree. Yeah,
how much more relaxed you'll be. Your mind will be clearer.
more productive too if you focus on one thing at a time.
Much,
Yeah,
much more productive. And you know, I mean, look, we all get it. We all I think all of us at some stage have the shiny object syndrome, don't we? You know. Carly is going, yep.
yeah.
Even the other day, oh my God, guys. So if you want to laugh at something, so I saw on Facebook, it was why I clicked on this, I'll never know. And I thank God I didn't click on the actual link because it was something came up in the sponsored section on Facebook in the top right-hand corner, and it was about Kyle Sanderlands. And it was how something, you know, Kyle said, and it was some sponsored crap. And I clicked on to take me to the page. And then so I watched the video. It was a complete waste of a half an hour of my time, let's be honest. And I watched this and it was all about, and I read it, and it was all about how he had let some secret out in an interview. It ended up being about, I think, and there's nothing wrong with this, it ended up being about apparently some type of cryptocurrency, right? But what I did is I copied, before I clicked on the join now, I actually right clicked on it and I copied the link, and then I took the link into a like, you know, check the link website. And yeah, it came up as spam. Right. Now that's not
Oh,
saying, I know you're into crypto, Carlia, and that's nothing against crypto itself. It was just this particular one. I'm so glad I checked it because I could have, my whole computer could have ended up shutting down. You know, it was a dangerous link.
well, within Jeff's boot camp this morning, he was sharing his screen and going through the stages of setting up GTP, and for the beginners and everything. And all of a sudden, there's some writing comes across the screen saying "nigger, nigger, nigger, nigger," and a picture of a male genitals. And he said, "What's happening? How can I get rid of this?" And this word "nigger, nigger, nigger" kept coming up. Somebody had actually infiltrated his Zoom call and put that up on the screen. That was amazing. Like, he was totally shocked, and we're all looking at it thinking, "What's happening?" That's
Oh my
incredible.
God.
Somebody was infiltrating the Zoom call, and so they found out who it was and got them out of there. But they entered the Zoom call and did all this on the screen. I don't know
Well,
how
that's
they did
scary as
it.
hell, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So you don't know what the heck is happening. On a funny note, must tell you why I got you here. Funny that I told Susie, we had a good laugh about it. I rebranded myself, of course, and I got my new logo, I got my new cards printed. And I
Nice.
thought, what's the point of having all my details on the back, the website, my phone number? No one's going to be interested. So I QR code it. Good idea,
Nice.
Dean. QR code. I get the batch, 750 of them. They come in, I scan the code, the code's invalid. The wrong
Yeah.
code on every card.
Did
So
you
for
put
the
the wrong code on or did they?
sorry,
Did you put the wrong code on or did they?
I put the wrong code on and an invalid code on the back of all my cards. So I've been sitting here for 4 days cutting up the correct code in sticker form through Officeworks and sticking them on every single card. So during the expo, I'm sort of here watching live, sticking my QR codes all on my new card. I'm finished now, but as a,
Oh,
as a lesson learned, check
yes.
before you put, yes.
Definitely, but I love the idea of the QR code because, like, yeah, I agree. No one's this day and age that actually. Aren't we getting lazy? Like, we're getting too
Yeah.
lazy to read things and to actually, because it's all. If you were doing it online, it's copy and paste or click the QR code. So in this day and age, it's like, oh, if I actually have to type in an email address, I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just click a QR code. So very good.
Yeah,
What's
that was what I put on the back of my product, all those details.
Yeah.
But now it's just a matter of just on the back of my product now put the QR code. So
I
it's
was
going to be a
just
lot
going to
easier.
say. So now you just pop a business card in when you send your products out.
Yeah, exactly. Drop one in each bag.
With the
Actually, I
QR
could make them magnets. Make them magnets and put them on the fridge too.
Oh, that's fancy pants. There you go. Awesome. Well done, Dean. That's cool. So, yeah, I hope that's helped you a little bit with the overwhelm feeling and
Yeah,
the options. Just be
yeah,
really
most definitely.
diligent in what you're putting in that diary. That's all. You
Yeah,
know.
because they're
Um,
appointments for myself. So yeah,
You're right. They are appointments for yourself. I've had to. Here's the genius thing that I did this morning was I had in my diary that I was going to take new photos. And then idiot here went and did her washing. So all the clothes that I would wear in my new photo shoot are wet. And they're currently dry. So I can't do photos today. Brilliant, hey? Genius.
another day tomorrow.
Not so much. No, because tomorrow afternoon I'm taking off because I worked on Saturday with Susie. And that's the thing too. I didn't anticipate
Yeah,
helping Susie as much as I did. Like I did, of course, I love Susie to death. I didn't mind doing it at all. But then I sat down on Saturday and I went, I'm exhausted because I know what I
yeah,
feel like after my own expos, and you will get this, you'd get this too, Carly. I always take the Monday off after my expos, or make sure I have a normal 2 days off, whereas I didn't get that. So I thought yesterday morning, I went bugger it. I'm
yeah,
taking my afternoon off. So, it's only an afternoon, but I know that's going to refresh me ready. Yeah, because I just know that I was feeling exhausted and I had to do it. It was something, it was for my sanity, for my mental health,
yeah.
for my mind, all of that. And
I don't book anything on a Monday because I committed to myself as a volunteer at the community centre that I feed the elderly every Monday. So I go up there and do that community service on Mondays. I've got a call coming up with Carlia, and I'm going to bet to book that and on a day where I've got nothing, so I can focus on our discussion. Is that
love
right,
it.
Carlia?
Yeah, I will send you a LinkedIn. Yep.
Love it, guys. No, that's awesome. And I don't know if you heard what I said before, Carly. Please don't think that I was having a go at crypto because I wasn't. It was just this
No.
particular link. It
Yeah.
was spam, man. And I'm so glad I didn't end up clicking on the more information. I'm so glad I checked it. But it was
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it was someone famous. And that's how they get you sucked
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's
Um,
everywhere, isn't it? Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is. It's everywhere, and it was a full-on shiny object. Oh, and we just got off of Australian Idol, so everyone was looking at Kyle Sandilands. What's he doing?
yeah, yeah.
Boom, idiot. No, not idiot.
Yes,
No, I'm not an idiot.
and and then you're looking at a positive side. Once my Facebook profile got hacked, I lost everything, all my contacts, and I had to restart building my network back up. Now I'm more selective. I'm checking on who I'm actually allowing to be my friend and who I'm connecting with.
Yeah,
So I'm
and
starting, yeah, because that was a big blow to lose everything and have to start
Oh
again.
yeah.
But it gave me a fresh start, and I thought, this time I'm going to be more savvy. I'm going to be careful on who I invite and who I click on like or and invite into my network, into my community.
Absolutely. And I've actually got a question to ask you about that, Dino. I've got a couple of questions. So first of all, did it get hacked or did you get cloned?
Well, I don't know. Either one or either. I don't know the difference really.
Okay, the difference between getting hacked is what happened to Anne, right? She got
Yeah.
she got hacked. Someone got into the back end of her social media and they took it over, right? They were able to I don't know if you've heard what happened to me in regards to that, but I'll share that in a minute. It was really scary. But so they took over her social media, right? Being cloned is when someone copies your social media,
All right.
right?
Yeah.
Copy it. So and this is where I have to admit with you, Dean, and here's a little bit of advice. Because I got an invite, I got a friend invite from someone who I thought was you, but I knew it wasn't you because I know, hang on a minute, I'm already a friend of Dean's on social media, on Facebook in particular. This is the same photo, but I know it's not Dean because A, there's no friends, there's no posts, and why would Dean
Yeah.
be second friends request? So that's why probably everyone messaged you saying, Dean, I just got a friends request from you. Is that you?
Yeah.
The answer is no, then you've been cloned.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when you go and you report that, you find out you find that the person who's cloned you and you report them as someone who's copying to be me. Now, in that, what I want to, and I've been meaning to say this to you for a little while actually, I think, because did you start another profile, a second profile, because of that incident?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now, have you got a different profile photo than is your new profile a different photo or is it the same photo?
No, new photo, different photo, completely different photo. So I can tell. Yeah.
Okay, great. Because just a little bit of advice, because I'm getting a little bit confused because I think I'm still friends with your old profile that you're no longer using. So when I'm going to message you, I'm actually getting a little bit confused. And I'm going, am I messaging the right Dean Shaw? Because I think
All
I'm
right.
still your old profile. So yeah, it's I don't know. I just wanted to let you know that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so because you might, what do I want to say? You might even think about shutting down that old profile if you're not using it anymore.
I think I did. I think first thing I did was go into Meta and Facebook and delete everything, shut everything down. I'm sure I shut it down before I created a new profile.
Okay. I'm just going to search on my phone here real quick because or it might even be that person who cloned you. It might even be that. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe. So your profile photo now is one with you in a white t-shirt?
Yeah,
Great,
a
cool.
much younger looking me,
Gorgeous.
about
Gorgeous.
15 years younger.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Gorgeous as ever. Okay, yeah, no, it might even be because I'm messaging the old you. I don't know. I'll have to check it out. But now that I know so I'm looking for that picture of you in the white t-shirt, I will make
yeah,
sure now that I go and get rid of anybody who's not the proper Dean Shaw.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't want to confuse you. I just
Yeah.
wanted to let you know that
Well,
maybe it's
that's it. But nobody else has brought this to my attention at all. So I haven't had any other concerns.
then it's probably me. So don't
No, it's all right.
That's right. But now I know I can go, all right, so because I think we've gone to message you about some stuff to do with the expo and maybe it's the messages that are coming up. The message I'm still getting able to message your own profile. So I don't know. That's okay. I'll go and sort that out. My bad. make it happen. It's all good. So there was something else I wanted to say about that, but I've forgotten now. Don't know, can't remember. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I think, I think there's been a really good theme today, and it's all about, choosing things that make sure align with your own values.
Yeah. Look at my values, my business values, definitely.
Yeah, look at your
Start
business values.
journaling, writing down my thoughts and focusing on one thing at a time and doing it properly rather than trying to do everything.
Yeah, that's right. I love it. The octopus arms. And I think that's speaking to, I don't know about you, Carly, it's speaking to me. It's a reminder for myself. There we go.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Constant
Well,
reminders.
energize the bunny. She's always going. She's got so much on.
I know. I said to Carly at the beginning of the call, Dean, I said, mate, I tell you what, because I was so exhausted helping Susie, that I was logging on to all of Carly's lives because I just need to draw some energy from our Energizer Bunny. And I was listening to you. I'm like, damn, Carly, just what I needed. That's all.
Oh, dear.
All right,
Passionate.
guys. So,
All right.
is anything else that you want to talk about, or should we leave it there today?
I'll leave it
Yep,
there
I'm
today. I
cruising.
think I'm pretty
Let's
cruisy now.
let's all get on with our busy days. Guys, thanks for being here. We do have, what I'm going to do from now on is, rather than making tech calls, I'm going to turn them all into coaching calls. And, if you guys want to know about some new tech, let me know. If I don't know how to do it, I'll certainly get someone to come in. And, like I really want to do with Alexia, I want her to do a thing on AI. Haven't spoken to her yet, so I don't know, she might not want to. But I'll bring someone in who can help us with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Because as soon as I saw Alexi talking about AI, I was like, you say, that's shiny ball again. Well, here we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to listen to all her lives and take notes. And thinking, well, why am I? Because I'm on Jeff's page, and he's guiding me. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like for me with LinkedIn, I now know, Julie, I would, when I know when I'm ready and I want to get deeper into LinkedIn, I'll go to Julie because we've already made that connection.
yeah.
Now, same thing with AI. When I want to go deeper with AI, providing when I connect with Julie, with Alexi, and I'm sure this will happen, that
Yeah.
in our values, I'm sure that I would go to her when I'm ready to know more about AI. But and this is why I deliberately saved those trainings, because I went, I'm already feeling the connection with this lady.
Yeah.
And there's other people who've demonstrated AI, and me, I've just gone, no, I'm not. Anyway, so I think we've got the message. I think we've talked.
I think we got it.
All right, beautiful people. All right, well, thank you,
All
guys. We'll see you in a fortnight. Here she comes, girl. See you in a fortnight. And yeah, as Carlia says, keep living the dream.
Exactly. Toodaloo. Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. See ya.
Bye, guys. See ya.